Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on the city world with another build challenge. I'm going to try and make two completely opposite builds right next to each other and hopefully it won't look too weird, lol. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here's where we're working with today. I'm not really sure what we're going to build just yet, but let's start by making a parking lot. I think I'll put the parking lot right here in between the two buildings. Okay, parking lot done. It took me a while to get it exactly how I wanted, but I think that looks good. Okay, so for the first build I think we should build more of an older and or brighter build because it's easier to make an opposite of. I'm going to take slight inspiration from another build and create an older style, maybe Italian, restaurant. Let's start with a cool entrance so the building isn't just a block. Okay, so now that we have this cool archway, I'm going to build the rest of the foundation and then build up the walls. So I think I've got the basic shape. I'm still not sure how I want to do the roof, but let's start by doing the walls. As you can see, I'm also creating spaces for the windows. To keep the building from being too flat, I'm adding these column structures. Hopefully it will make the building more interesting. Yeah, I like that. It gives the build more shape rather than being just a block. Now let's do the rest of the exterior before we work on the inside. Okay, so I pretty much just did the same thing around the building and added this cool roof again to give it more texture. Now, we're going to work on the inside starting with the floor. Now that the grass is gone, we can put in the floor. Awesome! I think the next thing we should do is to separate an area for the kitchen, and then add the stuff to cook. Alright, now let's build the kitchen so this restaurant can actually serve food. I'm going to put some ovens and similar appliances over here and a fridge on the other side. Okay, I think we should add a table and some sinks here in the middle. I actually don't like the countertops here, so let's just get rid of it. Let's fill this empty space with a table, then add some lights. This kitchen looks so much better with lights. Let's start working on the waiting area now. I want to keep the color light, so I've chosen to have the counter be this polished diorite. Let's add some seating for when there is a wait. Okay, so I've added some lanterns, and now I'm adding some plants to decorate this area. I think that looks okay. Now let's work on the restaurant seating. I'm going to try and make some cool-looking booths along this wall so the room doesn't look so boring. That looks kind of cool. I'm going to add some tables and stuff to spice it up a bit before we work on the rest of the room. There we go. Now let's add some tables. So after finishing the rest of the tables, we have finished the first build. I think it's come out pretty nice, but tell me what you guys think. It's a nice little restaurant that's not too crazy. I think it came out pretty good, but let me know if there's any improvements you guys want me to make. Okay, now for the opposite build. I think a good idea would be to make an arcade since it'd be darker and more new school than the restaurant. Let's start by making an outline of the building. There, I think that's good. Now to build up the walls and windows. There we go. Let's quickly add a roof and then we'll add a cool sign so that it's not just a box. Okay, so for some reason I forgot to record the first part of me making this sign. Sorry about that, but let's finish it up and see how we did. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. Now let's work on the inside. Okay, so I added the flooring and some lights already so we can start on the fun stuff. I'm going to start by adding a prize counter for after you play the games. Okay, it took a few tries, but I think that's how I want it. Now, I'm going to add some shelving and then some actual prizes. Alright, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, but I like how it came out. I'm going to add some ticket machines so this corner isn't so awkward. They don't look fantastic, but they'll do the job. Let's now add the actual games. I'm going to put some small games along this wall and put the bigger ones on the opposite wall. I think I'll also add some table games to the middle, but let's just start with these. Okay, I like this style for the smaller games. I'm going to add some more along this wall, then we can work on the tables. Okay, time for the tables. I'm going to add some air hockey and pool ball tables. To make it brighter, and here I'm adding hidden lights underneath the tables. Okay, now to add a few more and then add the bigger games. Time to add the bigger games. I'm thinking about making some of those dance games over here, but I'm not sure how to go about doing them. Okay, they kind of look like those machines, I guess. Okay, so I was looking up other arcade games and so on where you hit it and see if you can ring the bell, so I'm going to make a few here. That's good. Now to make another one. Perfect. We should add one more type of game to this other wall though. For this last section, I'm going to try and make some of those basketball games. I don't really know how this will go, but let's at least try. Okay, it kind of looks like a basketball hoop. Okay, so now that all the games are in, it's time for a tour of our second build. I think I did a decent job, but let me know what you think. And here are our complete opposite builds side by side. I think they are a great addition to the city. Well, that's our 2 builds for this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe. As always, feel free to leave suggestions for future builds, challenges, games, or YouTube in the comments below. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.